Hey y'all, so I want to talk through with you a few tests that my cardiologist did to confirm that I have POTS. So POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Really that means whenever I'm sitting up like right now or standing, my heart rate skyrockets and my blood pressure tanks and all the blood is going away down into the lower part of my body. This obviously causes a lot of issues: dizziness, lightheadedness, nausea, blood pooling down into my feet. It's a mess. It causes tons of different side symptoms that have to be managed. Now, to be able to diagnose this, instead of doing the traditional standing tilt table test, which my doctor believes is outdated, we did a 24-hour Holter monitor test. Now, what this allowed is me to be hooked up to this recording device for 24 hours, for it to be able to record all the activity in my heart, for my doctor to be able to confirm that yes, everything I'm experiencing is POTS. And so I'm going to show you the clips from that actual day. Most of the time I hung out in my pajamas with me hooked up to the monitor so you can see how that went. And I will give you those real life reactions that I had in the moment while going through this test. Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a 24-hour Holter monitor test. Now what that involves is 24 hours being hooked up to this little recording device. Now this records everything that my heart is doing, so my heart rate as it increases, my heart function. It is a little tiny box, it's not waterproof, so I'm not able to shower while I'm wearing it. And it is connected by this cord to 5 little spots. So 2 are up here on my chest, and then there's 3 below. What my doctor's going to use this for is to be checking my heart health, ensuring that it is POTS, because right now my heart rate increases significantly between laying down, sitting, and standing, especially when I'm standing and walking around, so doing basic things like unloading the dishwasher, getting up to wash my hands, grabbing a snack for the kids. My heart rate significantly increases the longer I'm up at my feet. And we're not talking doing anything strenuous, we're not talking doing exercise, we're talking basic household tasks that are making my heart rate increase significantly. Taking a shower is one of the worst experiences because I have to sit down at least halfway through. My heart rate increases so high that it looks like I'm running a significant marathon when I'm really just trying to wash my hair. So hopefully all this data that's being collected in this little box in the next 24 hours will be able to give him the information he needs to confirm my POTS diagnosis and be able to see if there's anything else going on with my heart. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, so we're in the last final hours of my Holter monitor test. I wanted to share with y'all some challenges, some things that I found were good, and a few tips for doing your 24-hour monitor test if you have to do this eventually. Some challenges I found were, in general, just wearing it 24/7. You were fully hooked up to this, and sometimes it's a bit paranoid, trying not to smack it around, trying to make sure the cord doesn't come disconnected, making sure that electrodes come disconnected, just make sure that it's on there. I found that a bit challenging when trying to do certain things like working out. If you get a little sweaty, these stickers can pop off, which you need to get them back on right away. Sleeping, I was a little paranoid going to sleep last night, trying to make sure that I laid completely on my back so I wouldn't disturb or unhook anything accidentally, which worked out fine. I'm a back sleeper anyway, but just trying to get into that mode of going to sleep and knowing it's gonna be fine. I did find that biggest challenge for me though was with my kids. So my kids are 2 and just shy of 7, and with them really being honest with them about what was going on, why I had this on, and why I was not able to have them sit on my lap like I normally would, or for them to climb all over me, or to carry my 2-year-old around, because we're trying not to disturb what's going on. With all these 5 different areas, you're trying to keep them attached to your skin, keep the actual connection going, keep the cord going into where it needs to go. That can be a little challenging, but for us, we set expectations with them. I was open and honest to talk to them about it. Even this morning, I talked to them that I'll be done with it before they get home, so they knew the timeline. That would be the biggest challenge. I did have a moment yesterday where I was unloading the dishwasher, and I somehow happened to hook this onto it. Thankfully, I quickly realized and was able to fix it before I truly ripped the cord out of the recording device. But it was so random and something I did not predict happening at all. Some great things that have happened with this. I want to shout out to my tech again. She was amazing and she helped me weave this through my bra so I would be able to sleep without one, which made sleeping with it on much easier last night. And really, a positive was focusing on it's only 24 hours. Like, you can get through anything if it's 24 hours. Knowing the stop time, that is helpful. Some tips I would say for having this and going through this experience would be making sure that you are wearing loose clothing. So when you go to your appointment, make sure you're wearing loose clothing that's easy to pull up so that they can put on the monitor, so you feel comfortable adding this under or over your shirt depending on how you want to wear it. If you are wearing a bra, making sure that you work with your tech to weave that through so you can take your bra off later and be way more comfortable. And really, talking with your family about it, talking with your kiddos if you have kiddos, knowing what is going to be happening and what it's doing so you can set those expectations right away. With my kids, as soon as I described it to them, they're like, okay. Didn't rock their world. It became a challenge when my 2-year-old wanted to be picked up and held a lot and really wanted to be on the front of me, but I reminded him what was going on. He still had a bit of a toddler moment, but we made it through. So biggest tip is just remembering you can make it through the 24 hours. It will be okay. From the Holter monitor 24-hour tests, my doctor was able to confirm that I do have POTS. On my test results, he was able to see that every time I was sitting up or standing, my heart rate was skyrocketing and going up. The longer I was up, the higher my heart rate was going, well beyond the average normal range. When I sit up or stand up, my heart rate is easily going to 130, 145, and I'm not exercising. I'm just standing up. When I'm exercising, he saw those results on it. It's getting even higher, which is scarier. But all this test confirmed is that I do indeed have POTS. And so as I like to say, there's no true treatment plan for POTS. There's no cure. All you can do is manage the symptoms. And so that includes a lot of medications, a lot of trial and error with medications, trial and error with food, hydration, salt intake, workouts, trying to build up muscle so blood hopefully stays up towards your heart and your head and not just pulling into your feet. So I'm grateful I got to do the 24-hour monitoring and get those results from my doctor to get that confirmation. But, it confirmed the diagnosis. It doesn't give us anything else to go off of. So I'm grateful I am diagnosed officially, but now we have to figure out what comes next.